Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I'm your host 8ball, and as always I'm joined in the studio by the one, the only Domino. Domino, how the devil are you?
8ball, we're back with our first love.
Our first girlfriend.
We are back.
Our first joint girlfriend.
The VFL. Back in the commentary booth. 8ball, talk to the fans.
We have tracked down VFL Real Madrid and VFL Real Betis for this man on your screen right now. Some of you may recognize the name.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He is chief over at VFL, and once we knew that this video existed, there was absolutely no chance we weren't going to do it. And I think if you remember at the back end of FIFA last year, when we had all those issues, I think Gringo had joined a team then as well, and we were going to do a video there, but obviously that all messed up as well. So I think he's got his kind of VFL legends and created a super team here, Domino. So how the hell could we not cover this? And they're against Betis, and just kind of having a look at some of these names early on. What I will tell you is they play some open, expansive football. We do recognise some of those as well, so it's always good to kind of jump back into VFL and see some familiar faces as well. So we've got legends and we've got some familiar faces of the channel too. So it should be a cracking game. And Domino, this is taken from the first weekend of VFL.
That's a great ball. Played the offside trap well. Good save
from Rog. So teams still finding their feet, and it's all to play for. Basically, the seasons haven't really kicked off properly yet. You're not gonna completely and utterly destroy your season in the first weekend, but also you'll learn a lot about your teams as well. So expect some kind of open and expansive football from both of these teams. I would probably say
absolutely. And I love the first game of the season because it's often quite a cagey affair, but the good thing is that teams don't, if you've not had a comprehensive pre-season, then you're kind of learning about your teammates, learning about again what your partners in the field and partners in defence do. So usually, mate, there are a couple of goals, and let's hope for that. But it started really as quite a 50-50 game, in my opinion. Yep. Both teams, I wouldn't say settling down as well as they could. There's some sloppy passes going on in the midfield. However, like I said, it's the first game of the season. There might be some new boys across there, and they're starting to string some passes together and look a lot better.
Yeah, and I think that's what Betis really need to be aware of, is that those kind of balls there, so the right back playing it down to the right winger there, it didn't look like anything was on whatsoever, and they've managed to dig that out. And that's kind of what you get with these types of players who have been there and thereabouts pretty much every single season for as long as VFL's been running. They're the kind of players who can dig those magic balls, magic finishes out. So Betis have started really well, but they just need to just be aware of that. And it's, if they're going to get anything out of this game, I do think it's going to be a game where they need to show no lapses of concentration.
Yeah, agreed.
And as we've seen over the videos, Domino, that is not ever the case. There is always a lapse.
By someone, by some person, but that's real life football as well, mate.
That's why we love it.
Oh, absolutely, 8ball. And the game is starting to heat up, in my opinion, of teams getting on the ball like that and playing some good expansive passes, and that's a great manual ball. Sweeper keeper, you love to see it.
Here we go.
Zeko.
Yeah. Smithy's got it under control, don't you worry about that. Plays a good ball out to the right hand side as well. Here comes Kraus. A couple of step overs, and here comes Haley. Gets absolutely chopped. Good Sergio Ramos lookalike there, actually.
Yeah, impressed with that. Fair play.
They're very good. Here is George Humphreys, who, again, we know from the channel, very dangerous player. I quite like the look of this Betis team, actually.
Yes, mate.
Not that I wasn't excited before the game started, but even more excited. Swings it in. Liam gets rid of it. Back out to Kraus, who did start off that attack earlier on. Alex again, swinging it in, repelled by Vic. And here come Madrid in the white. Playing out from the back. Pierce, great direct ball. Kai Elveridge got a bit of a shove in the back there, but did really well covering round. George Hunt out to this right hand side where they're getting a bit of joy.
He's
and
gone again. Different
another assault charge, potential assault charge on this right hand side for Betis, but they've still got the ball and they're working their way in. Sergio Ramos on a booking does really well.
Unlucky with that. That should have been a foul, but he's fallen over. They've done well to get out of that. They've done well to get out of that.
Long story short, they've done well to get out of
Sweep
that.
keeper.
And here they go on the attack. Keeper stayed this time. It's Gringo. This is what we said, though. We said this. These clever heads, and I was careful not to use old heads there. These clever heads, experienced heads, they just need a sniff. They just need a sniff, and that's what happens, unfortunately. So, yeah, Betis, I would argue, have had the better of it going forward so far. And then it's one ball over the top. I wouldn't even say it was a lack of concentration, Domino. It was just a quality ball and a quality finish.
I don't know. I'm not going to say the keeper's at fault, because if you want 50-50, 9 times out of 10 you're probably staying in there and you're backing your defender to get across and cover. I think the first touch to get out of his feet from Gringo and then the finish to match it was excellent. Great football,
Here we go. Space on the right hand side. Great block by Ramos.
He took it first time. Rebound. It comes back out. Flip flat. Ball's come back in.
Yeah, great save. I think that's the centre forward there, isn't it? Doing some defensive work. And here they come again with the goal scorer, Gringo. But yeah, it's been a strange game.
Gringo because... What was that thing?
It's been a strange game because Bears have looked so good, but every time Madrid kind of come forward, they almost look like they're at least going to get a shot away. Oh my god, he's broke the line. Oh, it was almost perfect, Domino. It was almost perfect, and what a time to go through 1-on-1 as well.
Yeah.
If they could have snuck one before half time, which I don't think Madrid could probably, begrudge them that one. Is a bit more offside. I don't think Madrid could, begrudge an equaliser here if they did concede one before half time, because Betis are good money for it. However, that is not how. I thought Gringo was going to get the foul there. If you trip over the CEO, you should be penalised. But no, they carry on, and that will take us down the time. But yeah, like I was saying, I think Betis are kind of just sat there scratching their heads a bit, because there have been good value for it, but they find themselves a goal down. But yeah, that's not how competitive 11 works, unfortunately for Betis, but fortunately for Madrid.
I mean, I think there's two. Sometimes we watch games, and if we don't know the teams, which we're not too familiar with, both Betis and Real Madrid, you don't know what style of play they play. Now, it takes you a while and to look at a team over a couple of games to know what they do, go out wide, play it through the middle. You can clearly tell these two teams. Betis is a build-up football, short passing style that are reluctant to play the killer ball. Madrid are very much direct. If they pick up the ball, they've got runners streaming off and they're trying to find them, almost like a quarterback in NFL. So I think that's what we've got to watch out for the game. Both teams, I can see in the first 30 minutes of this how the games are playing, so it's other teams trying to combat that. Betis need to know that when they've got the ball in these positions, this is going to happen. They're going to go over the top. They've got to watch those runs. And similar, Madrid have got to know that they've got to watch these intricate plays across here, those balls going through. So it's whichever team can counteract the other team best, and that's unlucky to not draw the penalty there.
Here we go.
Good
Kraus. That's it. Do you know what? I think of 124 videos we've done to date, I think that's the first major lag spike we've ever had. Clearly it didn't go in, so we live to fight another day, but yeah, I can't particularly tell you what happened there.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, that almost went too fast to commentate on, but Kraus, who, his growing influence into this game, on that right-hand side, I do think Madrid need to potentially look at doing something like doubling up on him, because he looks like the one who's going to find them a way back in if they do. It's set up on a knife edge at the moment, and Kraus is not going to want to stay that far back as Betis go in search of an equaliser and or more. But yeah, like you said, Domino, this Betis team playing it through the thirds really nicely. Not creating so much in the final third, but they do look really nice going forwards and in that midfield area. Like you said, it's quite nice to see the differing styles as well. But we've said on past videos, it's not always good shot from Haley. It's not always about get it down on the deck and play it, because sometimes it doesn't work, and we saw that with Madrid's first goal as well. If you've got the ability to play those through balls over the top, do it. If you've got the strikers or the attacking players who like balls over the top and can take one touch and finish it, why the hell wouldn't you use that to your advantage?
Or similarly, and I'm not saying this is the case or not, if you've got the players that have not got the ability or confident enough to stand on the ball and to do that one-touch passing, you don't want to put your team at risk, because your team can't play that way because you haven't got the players that play that style. So effectively you're playing to your team's strengths and taking away your team's weakness there, and I think that's probably what the long ball method is, and it's another long ball across great defending. I think it's
how is Smithy headed that clear there, because it looked like a foregone conclusion that was fine in striker's head. Great defending, and yeah, I feel like if they went 2 goals down, that could be all she wrote, but as it stands, it's 1-0 still. Anyone's game.
Oh, that's
and
a great ball. He's
George Humph.
Fortunate touch, because he used the decoy. The man running on the right hand side, pulled people across, and then snuck that through the middle, which is very unfortunate.
And again, is that Kraus having space on the right hand side that did open that up? But fair play to George Humph for picking that ball, because that was especially on the deck as well. That's a difficult ball to play.
He's got another one to play there, and he's gone to go to the wide option.
And I tell you what about.
It's drifted.
Oh, what a finish that is. Yeah, you can see celebrate. You celebrate. Haley with the equaliser. We've got a game on now, Domino. Like I said, I don't think Madrid can begrudge them for that. It's not usually how 11s works, but that's where we are now. It's 1-1, and a great ball and a great finish.
That finish there, it was, in my opinion, 70-40 split. The defender was winning that ball. Not only was the finish great, but to stay switched on, to actually time that finish, to put it in, because if I was running through, I know the defender's winning it, and I'm going to try and
swing your boot at it anyway.
Yeah. So he's got to done that, and he's got one more man over there. That's good defending again.
What I was going to say, actually, just as they put that ball in for the goal, what I love about this Betis side is they've got willing runners.
Yeah.
Another great ball. This is the right back overlapping. Sergio Ramos does well. Watch takes charge, because it did not look very certain there. And all of a sudden, Betis look like the team who are more likely to go on and claim all 3 points here. Dominic, do you reckon there's another goal in this last 15 minutes?
I do, and like you said, I fear for Madrid at the minute. I say that now, and
wow.
He has found himself in acres of space, and as you say it, what happens?
Was that my fault? I feel like I do this every single video. I mean, that's to be fair, I thought he took too long, but like we said about the first goal, it's the experienced head. He knows exactly how much time he's got, and he took every kind of split second of it, and yeah, he's just lasered that into the top bins. There's nothing the keeper can do about that whatsoever. And yeah, Betis basically is exactly the same. Great tackle. Exactly the same as the first half, really. Betis look like they're on top, and then Madrid go and laser one into the top bins. Roger with the save, he spilled it though. There's 9 minutes, Domino, and I can't see it finishing 2-1.
No, neither can I. There's either a goal here or one on the counter-attack, and he's oh my.
What a knockdown that was, by the way. I think that was centre-back to centre-back. But I've literally felt myself like going forward.
I was trying to put that in myself.
He just to sit back, do a professional job. Come on, Abel. Great ball down the line.
Oh, that's a nice feat.
Again, it's that experience, Dora. He knows what he needs to do. He's either going to keep the ball, or he's going to draw the foul, or both.
Oh, Gringo, that's not their ball back through.
Good exchange. And I think Madrid are just happy to keep this ball as he swings it into the box.
Actually, but obviously not on the same wavelength. But yeah, really clever.
Not so great this time from the Betis goalkeeper. It is Madrid who keep possession in their offensive third. They've still got it as well. Persistence. They want these 3 points. It's not a smash and grab by any stretch of the imagination. However, they have been. They've had a game. They know they've had a game. Here we go. They should be in a position to see this out. They've gone long, which has actually turned out to be a great ball. Gringo's got it down. Experience head, Domino. Experience head. Yeah.
Last chance, Lou.
If they, I was going to say, if they want to go long.
They've got to pump the team up, centre backs are going. You've got to play the right ball there. And that is absolutely expertly done. That's what
Here
you've done.
we go. I thought we had more time. Well, that could have gone anywhere. I thought the left back had more time than that.
You've got to wait for the keeper. You've got to wait for the keeper to come up here.
Nope. They backed that one-on-one.
Put one more in. They can put one more time in. Can they get one more chance to put it back in? They can. And
several chances, Domino. Several chances to put it in. Yeah, I thought the left back had more time there to cross it in, but that's the nature of the beast. I think games like that, Domino, that's such a good advert for clubs for 11v11 because I've been watching at the moment quite a few one-on-one pros, and it's just nowhere near the kind of level of excitement that we see with 11s like this.
No,
you can see each individual player, their thinking, their skill level, and then how they kind of interact with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
And it's just what sets this game mode apart, and this is why we love it. Two very different teams, 22 very different players. This is what we live for, Domino.
Oh, mate, I completely agree. And yeah, I did take off on a tangent, but you're 100% right there, 8 Ball. I think I've also watched. It was on. I clicked on a link. I think the pros had a tournament today, and it's one player sitting against one player. Yeah. And they're very good players, but it's boring. It is boring, 8 Ball. I can't deny it, and I'm not going to give any shade to them, but it is. I'm sitting there watching one person control it, do a bit of skills, getting people to run off them. I'm like, this is boring. And then getting back and watching these kind of games, and even in my opinion, low level games that we've covered is still more entertaining. But let's get back into obviously the teams that were playing today, and we won't go off on a tangent again. As I said, there was two teams with clear and obvious styles. Before that ball got put in for the second goal, I was on my high horse then, saying how Betis were dominating, and I think that second half before the goal, it was domination. Betis had all the chances, they had majority of the ball, they looked comfortable in possession, and the threat of the ball in behind wasn't so much for Madrid because they didn't get the ball. They couldn't have the chance to play it, they got closed down too much. But look, it's never a foregone conclusion, especially in competitive 11s, and Madrid done what they need to do. They hung on when they need to hang on, defended resoundingly, and then the chance that fell to them, not many, but converted them, so hats off.
Yeah, we said in the first half that's always a threat with teams like that. The teams who've got those experienced heads in, they know how to find the pass, they know how to find the goal, and that's basically what we saw today. 2 bits of individual brilliance, and if you're doing that once or twice a game, you're always in with a chance of winning as well. And so I assume that's kind of how their season's probably going to go. They may not kind of play teams off the park, but I reckon they'll always be in with a shout of winning. So I reckon they'll be there or thereabouts come the end of the season, but also willing to eat my words because I haven't had a look at the league table just yet. So as we always say, I'm going to say two new teams because it's VFL, so you know they tend to chop and change a bit more frequently. So you know we love having new blood on the channel. So you guys are welcome back whenever you like.
Absolutely, 8 Ball. I think there was a great advertisement for the VFL. Like I'll always say, our first love. Great organiser, great tournament, and my main takeaway from this is, mate, who knew Gringo could ball? And how do you get time? Like, if I'm honest with you, I look at Gringo's schedule and I jump in and out of his streams. I'm like, how does this man get time to also play competitively as well?
I feel like if you're gonna make a league in something, you might as well be half decent at it, and that's today has been confirmed. So, yeah, if there's any takeaway from this video, as we've been rambling now to make the world's longest YouTube video. So, yeah, we'll cut it there. Two great teams and a great game actually. So thank you very much for that. Thanks for being on the channel, and thank you those at home for watching. What are you still doing here?
You the winners.
Whilst we have you, please do like, please do subscribe. It really honestly does help so much. Yeah, man of the match down in the comments. Join the Discord if you choose to do so. And yeah, I'm gonna probably go for a lie down now because that was a good game. I'm tired. I need a rest. Domino, final words. Yeah, for me that's me done.
Mate, as always, Madrid, appreciate you having on the channel. Betis, great football. We're lucky with the result, but we're always fans of new blood on the channel. We're always fans of 11, and you're always fans of us. So, stay safe, and see you on the next video, team.
Cheerio.